Today is a good day. Mobula 7 HD just came in the mail today. I've been waiting for it forever. It's been on pre-order for a long time. And I'm not a big famous YouTuber, so I don't get it before all the other scrubs like me get it. So I just got it today. So we're gonna do the unboxing, take it out and fly it for a little bit. And we got some big plans for this baby, so subscribe if you're not already, because it's about to get real. So with that, let's go ahead and get this box opened up. Right on, okay, so let's go ahead and get this opened up. All right, so first off, just looking at the box, there's a couple of little wrinkles and dents and things, but nothing too serious. Sorry if I can't get that to focus. Yeah, but nothing serious. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. First thing you got is, I guess this is the manual. Looks like a... Alright, so yeah, we got some like setup information, binding and Betaflight and all that stuff. Nothing that we don't already know. Okay, so we've got a 3S 300 milliamp hour battery. There's that. We've got a OSD menu board that looks like that's for, yeah, so that's for getting into the menu and changing settings on the Caddx Turtle, the Caddx camera. We'll get back to that in a second though. And then here we got some spare props. We got a little screwdriver, the XT30, which this is the first XT30 I've ever seen in real life. And it's actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I knew it was a lot smaller than the XT60, but I didn't realize it was quite that small. I mean, it's about the size of my pinky fingernail, which is pretty dang small. And we got a prop remover, that's good. So that'll be helpful. And then of course, the Mobula. That looks like it's everything in the box. Get your little foam. This might be able, I might actually reuse this for like a little carrying case or something, I don't know. But we'll see. All right, so here's the actual drone. Just looking at it right off the bat, we got a little cable here that's just kind of chilling, unplugged from everything. I don't remember what this goes to, so I'll have to look back at that and figure that out. But yeah, so we've got that, and then it's got your antenna there. Okay. Okay, a lot of the videos that I've been seeing for the, I guess beta reviewers or whatever, have had a red camera. This camera is black on the inside, which I actually prefer. It matches the body, and also worth noting, it comes with red props installed and black props as spares, and they look like different brand or different size or something, I don't know. These seem to be a little bit thicker and more robust. These look a little more flimsy. It's also worth mentioning that while it does come with the XT30 connector, you've also got this adapter so that if you wanted to keep using like 2 tiny watt batteries like the original Mobula 7, you can do so. It looks like it's just as simple as plugging this into the XT30 like so, and then plugging in your 2 1-cell batteries like you normally would with the Mobula 7. So it's nice to have that option. I think it's a lot easier to field charge those 1-cell batteries. Oh, that's a tight fit. Than it is, you need a parallel charger, or yeah, parallel charger. No, I know words. You need a balance charger. You need a balance charger to charge these, to like charge one of these guys. But this will allow you to use those 1-cells, which you can just charge on that little board that comes with the Mobula 7 original. Then you can just plug in a flight pack for like your 5-inch quad, and that'll charge up your little 1-cells pretty quick. Whereas like I said, with these you're going to need a balanced charger. So ease of use. The XT30 of course is going to give you a lot more available current, so that is going to be like, for performance wise, the XT30 is going to be much better. But some of you may prefer the convenience, or at least having the option of the convenience of this guy here. So if you want more information about the difference between using these PH2 connectors and the XT30 connector and the current draw and all that stuff, There's two videos that I'm linking in the description below. One of them is by Kramer, I don't know how he says it, and Mr. Shutterbug is another one. They both have really good detailed videos about comparing the PH2 connectors and the XT30 connectors for use on these like micro quads. So I'll link that below if you want any more information on that. But other than that, that's pretty much all I've got to say about just this like bench review. I'm sure you've already looked at other videos where they went into way more depth about the product and the specs, weight, and stuff like that. So I'm not going to go too much more into detail about that. We're just going to go cut to some flight footage, and then next week I'm going to be putting a video up comparing the HD to the original Mobula 7. So make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you can go ahead and see that video when it comes out. Flyboy Philip, one of my buddies here, has a Mobula 7 already, so we're going to go and look at that and some different options between the two and why I would suggest one or the other for certain people. So again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. One thing I'm just now noticing too is that the heat shrink around the XT30 here seems to be just a little bit loose. I had to slide it up a minute ago. I don't know if you noticed it. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna shrink that down just a little bit more to make sure it stays on nice and stiff. Now it's not wanting to move, making me look like an idiot, but I promise it moved earlier. So that's something I noticed. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this set up in Betaflight, and then we can go ahead and go test it out. I'm gonna charge up the battery, and let's get this baby out in the air. That's what it's for. It wants to be in the sky. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so I'm out here with Jason. He's playing the Mobula 7 Standard, I guess, and I've got the HD. So today we're just going to be doing these like tiny whip batteries. These specific ones are the Nitro Nectars. So we're not going to do the we're not going to do the XT30 batteries today. We're just going to do these little one cell like tiny whip batteries, and then tomorrow I'm actually going to come back and fly the XT30s, and we can then do a comparison with those. So normally, as you can see out here, we've got like a bunch of people, and normally you wouldn't feel comfortable flying like 5S's here. There's just too many people. Somebody would get mad, and it'd be a big issue. But with these little tiny drones, it's perfect because they're so small. They just buzz around. Nobody cares, you know. Like, we've been out here flying and no one said a word to us. A couple of the kids have kind of watched us and been like, "Oh, cool, what is that?" But nobody really seems to be bothered, if they even notice at all. So that's the beauty of these tiny drones. But yeah, let's cut to some footage. Let's compare some of the HD to the in goggle standard definition, I guess, footage. Yeah, so let's talk about the video a bit. Alright, so as you saw, PH2 connectors with 2 little tiny whip batteries, not a good time. It was way underpowered. Yeah, it almost felt like a tiny whip, but trying to fly a tiny whip outside. And we all know how that goes. So yeah, XT30 is definitely the way to go. I will say this though, those batteries are rated for high voltage, and I was flying them at 4.2. I don't have a high voltage charger with me, so I was not flying high volt on those tiny whip batteries. So that would make a little bit of a difference, but honestly, it wouldn't be enough in my opinion. The XT30 with 3S is going to be way better than the tiny whip batteries on 2S with the PH2 connectors. So that is what we're going to try next, and we will see how that goes. Okay, so it is several days later. I've been messing with the Mobile a little bit. We've had some issues. So actually we're not going to show any more flight footage for now. That's going to be saved for the next videos. So, problems that we had. First off, with the Crazy Bee F4 version 2 flight board and the V1 as far as I understand, there's a couple of known issues. One is if you have an issue where you plug in the battery and it won't power up, but you plug it into USB and it will power up, then you basically need a 5-volt regulator to supply the 5-volt power to the flight controller, because that has an issue for whatever reason. So that's kind of a bummer. That happened to me, so I just ordered some 5-volt regulators that I'm installing hopefully tomorrow. And then the other issue that we were having, you will see this in the video, or already have seen this in the video, is that you're getting fail-safes way too close, like 40, 50 feet away in my experience, if not less. You were getting fail-safes. And so the way to fix that, if you're having this issue, is run D8 on your Taranis instead of D16. I was running D16. I already ordered the XM Plus, so I'm going to install it anyway so I can have full range and full functionality. So I'm going to be running the XM Plus on mine. But you don't have to. You could just switch over to D16 and you will get the full range that is available to you from the Crazy Bee F4, which is not a full range receiver, but it'll still give you better than 50 feet, which is ridiculous. So yeah, and then the other issue we were having was the power. Well, we already talked about that a little bit. It's because I was using the PH2 connectors on 2 tiny whip batteries instead of an XT30, which I'm going to be doing that in the next video, comparing the 3S batteries and all that. So I'm not going to talk too much about power. In fact, I'm not going to touch that at all in this video because we don't have any fair testing to go off of. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a like down below, comment, subscribe. Let me know, what do you want to see with the Mobile 7 HD? What questions do you have about it? And what kind of videos would you like to see here in beautiful eastern Idaho? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.